Pam and Tommy. So I don't know why I'm just reviewing the show. I guess every Monday I want to review a show, and I'm not, and it's hard to find new current shows to watch because Netflix is so bad at advertising their shows, and most of them get canceled. So I don't bother checking out Netflix shows, and all the other services. I don't know. I just don't check out a lot on there. But I wanted to check out this show because I bought it on DVD. It was like $3 on Amazon. And I remember when everybody was talking about this show when it came out on Hulu, and then I just never watched it for whatever reason. I guess I felt a little turned off by the concept of the show, but I still thought it was important. I gave it its fair shake. If you don't know what the concept of this show is, it's a show biopic story of Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson's relationship and the sex tape that got released. And when this show was coming out, there was a little bit of debate, not as much as you would expect considering the internet, where Pamela Anderson said this show dug up some hard memories for her. And, she didn't say don't go watch it or anything, and she didn't support it, but yeah, that was kind of interesting statement from her, and it kind of, I don't know, it made it difficult to watch the show, but honestly, after watching the show, I like it. It's really good. First of all, you got Sebastian Stan who plays Tommy Lee, is someone who you would not expect to do that well. All the casting here is great, except for Rogan and a bunch of other people. I forget the actress who plays Pamela Anderson. She did a great job. Really looks like her too. But it really is Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee who stole the show. He plays this, sadistic asshole which Tommy Lee is, right? And he plays him really well within the show, and someone you wouldn't expect, and he really becomes that character. I am convinced if this was a movie and not a show, the Academy would have nominated him for Best Supporting Actor. He is just that good, or even Best Actor. Honestly, I can't. I guess it'd be hard to say which one he really fit into. I think he'd be Best Actor, but he's really good in the show. And I think why the stuff that I mentioned earlier doesn't bother me is it does really portray Pamela Anderson as the victim. It's not glorifying it. Yes, there is a lot of nudity and stuff, but I think that's earlier on in the episodes where they're showing the bloom of their relationship and how that happened, and kind of the relationship that happened. So it makes you understand how the tape and all that thing got put together and how it got out there, right? After that, the nudity calms down a little bit, and it's more about, her going to lawyers and things like this and trying to figure out what to do about this tape and how horrible it is of what happened to her, and they do it in a really fascinating way that's engaging. This is a show that wouldn't expect to be engaging, and I think it is. I also think the way this show works out, legally speaking, is that this show is protected by the fact that, I guess, I forget how this show's protected, but I think it's like because the show's like the tape's like newsworthy or whatever. No one can really get in major trouble for it, which is unfortunate. It's a horrible thing that happened. But yeah, I also think it's educational in a way. This show where, like, if you don't know this story, it's important you do know so this doesn't happen again. And if a show can make it entertaining for you to learn about something, I guess, I don't know. There's a lot of angles with the show. I think some people are going to feel the way they're going to feel about it. And I totally understand if you feel that way and wouldn't want to watch a show like this. I felt like that too. But I ended up deciding to give the show a fair shake, and I really ended up really enjoying this show.